So back again, welcome back to another show. And tonight, so doing the fans forum. And the minute I've got Jason in the chat. Jason, you okay?
Hey, not too bad. Just got in from work. Absolutely shattered.
Champion stuff. Well, still waiting on the to come on. I posted to Ryan and I posted to Annie as well. So where they are, I don't know. Whether they've got things to do. So please do smash the likes up, subscribe if you're new. And I've got 1,350 people on my subs list. So I'm so made up. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to give you some breaking news later on. And it's worth coming on tomorrow night. So yeah. So Jason, we're going to talk about tomorrow. Gary Hoffman. He has resigned as FA chairman. And what do you think of that?
Well, I only saw a brief post about it saying that he's resigned. Over the past couple of days, it's been saying that he's going to be on his way out. It's all because of the takeover. So it's a good thing to happen. We all know this was going to happen. We said weeks before the takeover was fully finalised that should we get taken over, you can guarantee that Hoffman and Masters will end up stepping down, and there's one half of them already gone.
Yeah. I mean, thing is, I've said months ago, if you do get a takeover, what will happen is basically he's going to resign, or Masters is going to resign. I said one's going to go, and I'm ahead of the curve again, sort of thing. And Hoffman, I mean, he's basically saying that thanks very much for everything, making this the Premier League a better league, and etc. But the bottom line is, we don't know why he resigned. How he's not going to come out and say that Newcastle all that sort of thing. I think he's a bit peed off about it.
Yeah. It's he didn't like the fact that we got took over. He done everything he could to stop it from happening. The same as Masters, and it's completely backfired on him. It's completely kicked him straight up the backside, and he doesn't want to handle it anymore. So he's just walking away. He's taking the coward's way out.
Yeah, I totally agree. The thing is, he's just a coward. You're absolutely right. And Irene's going to speak about it tomorrow night, about it sort of thing. She's got very strong words about it, and John Nicholson as well, and people's decisions as well. So yeah, I mean, what I can say, sort of thing, like he's going, and we don't care who's going to replace him, because at the end of the day, it's just corrupt. It's just goes to show you got Ashley's gone, Bruce is gone, yeah, his coach staff is gone, yeah. Hoffman is gone. And who's going to be next? Will it be Richard Masters?
You'd expect so. I mean, it was mainly Masters and Hoffman, as I said. We all said that as soon as the takeover happens, they're going to be stepping down. It's only a matter of time before Masters follows him out.
Yeah, it's just a question of when. I just do not think Masters going to see out the season. Let's be real.
He ain't going to see it out. It probably in the new year, maybe at the latest, but I don't see him lasting that long.
I cannot. And the thing is, as well, I mean, he's the one who keeps telling Masters, don't pass the takeover, but it's got nothing to do with him. At the end of the day, I mean, I did say as well, and I sent a tweet to Margaret last week. If you tell the Jordan Nation, then you're going to get a tail between your legs, and that's exactly what's happening.
Exactly, 100%.
Just still waiting for Billy to come on, sort of thing, and I'm still waiting for Andy to come on, and Ryan as well. The more people to come on, the better, sort of thing. But yeah, all it is, I mean, if you think about it, Jason, in my opinion, I mean, he said there's going to be more people coming, sort of thing. Yeah, it's just we see the day. We don't care what's happened to them. We got to take over. Everyone's happy. We got Eddie Howling. Things are moving nicely, except for we.
Well, yeah, it is. It's taking its time. We're all getting a bit on edge and nervy and angry at the fact of how long it's taken. But now we've got Howell through the door. We got his staff through the door. We've seen the back of Clements and Agnew now. So we've finally gotten rid of every single member of the Ashley era, and that is what we've all wanted to see. It's pleasing to see that now. I believe Charlie's left now, or he's still staying on voluntary until a new director's brought in. But other than that, it's happy times.
Yeah, let's fingers crossed. So we got our club back, and happy days. And the first time I got across a comment said, by the way, it's got a black and white night. I mean, whether he's taking a meaty sort of, I don't know. But Steve Bruce has an outstanding record, just amazing, brilliant, second to none since he's left the tune.
Well, yes, he's not lost a single game since he left.
Yeah, it's my fault. I misread that as well, by the way, sort of thing. Yeah, you're right. I mean, from up until you got sacked and then till now, sort of thing. But there's jobs going where they were going, like Man U, Norwich, Villa. And no, he's not, and his name hasn't even been mentioned once. Not once.
I bet all those pundits are red-faced, giving him so much praise, and he's not even been in the dealings for one of those jobs at all.
I'll tell you what, the Man U job might come available soon if they decide to sack Hawley. Then are they going to wait for his guest Steve is coming? I doubt it very, very much.
They have to. He's a legend.
Yeah, yes.
He's like John Carver, one of the greatest managers in the world.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. I've got 10 billion in the chat. Even to you.
On the chat.
In the chat.
I'm not mentioning that name anymore. Sorry. But listen, my guy. We're talking about Guy Hoffman. He's resigned.
Yeah.
And what do you make of that? How do you feel about him resigning? Do you think he's tail's between his legs, or is he just copping out, or is it because it's got to be the takeover, surely?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's jumping before he's pushed into Wormwood Scrubs because he's in trouble if it all comes out about what he's been up to regarding lobbying other clubs and things like that with being sport. So, yeah, I think he's got out before the shit hits the fan, basically.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, he's going to leave in January by all accounts, and I don't know who takes his place, but it's just one of those things. And it's just, I mean, look at, like I said to Jay, we've got to take over. We got our club back. Who cares? Who cares, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But, I mean, we don't want people like that with clearly they've been corrupted by something in charge of a governing body of the league, do we really? But we need trustworthy people. I don't think if you can find people of that nature in football, but they've got to try and find one somehow. I mean, Scudamore wasn't great, but he's a lot better than him, wasn't he?
What he great, yeah, that sort of thing. He would have passed that takeover long ago because at the end of the day, all who's good or loves is money, make the league better, sort of thing. But he would have done that. But 18 months, I think Guy Hoffman didn't want to take over to happen. That's why.
Absolutely.
Simple as that. And Jason just mentioned as well, Masters will be next. He'll be gone soon.
Yeah, I tend to agree. The whole thing, I mean, Hoffman's a pal of Keezy's. Keezy works for Bein Sports. Bein Sports is a Qatari company who were wrapped off that Saudi were pirating their TV coverage. So Keys got, through contacts, got Hoffman onto the board. One day the takeover was going through. He even started work early to stop it going through. He wasn't meant to start till the July, but he started the very next day, and the very next day the takeover stalled. It's not rocket science. All you haven't got to read between the lines. It's actually there, written in front of you. Yeah, he stopped it absolutely.
Yeah, totally agree. It's just not good at our sort of thing. But he failed, and one up on every single one. I got some more comments there, by the way. Good evening to all watching wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much, Spenny. I got evening to Jack. Jeremy camera's moving. It did, but it should be okay now. Even to Matthew, hope you're okay, mate. And out to Rob, welcome to the channel, mate. And I think they keep Charlie hanging up with the kettle to get to football. I've heard that as well quite a few times. And Asif as well, all this man fixes, and his name's not been mentioned once as a prospect. So that's Steve Brewster. Steve Brewster's a legend. To keep it our Lowly Cup in the Prem, Man U would be brilliant did not making them manager. I don't believe the rumours about how having 200 million spent over 3 years. Jason, what do you make of that, mate?
Yeah, I think that's a load of rubbish. It works out something along the lines of 33 million for 6 windows, something like that. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. No chance.
Not a chance whatsoever. There'd be money to spend. There'd be money to spend in January, but 200 million to spend over 3 years. That would be 70 million a season. Nah, that ain't going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. We need a complete utter revamp in the team. Billy, what's your take on this on the 200 million?
Well, I can spend that in one window if they wanted to, and I tend to think, depending on position, they may have to spend quite a large chunk of it in January. So yeah, 200 over 3 years. I think that's nonsense. I do, honestly. Double it, perhaps.
Definitely. I heard rumours as well. We could be going to the Leipzig model as well. Apparently, it's bad and young, and then like they got Upacano and a few other decent players there, and sell them on for profits, sort of thing. But we don't really follow the Leipzig model. You know what I mean? We've got to do our own style. We're the richest club in the world. You don't really talk about Leipzig's model. Don't get us wrong, Leipzig are a fantastic team, but at the end of the day, right, they're just want to sell them on profits. So where are we? So I've got that good one for you, Matthew. Thanks for name this. Harry Johnny Lad, the fat master's still hanging up. It's a joke. He was always on the take. Always on the take. Look at the Super League. They tried crooks. So they couldn't stop the Super League. You know, they stopped the Super League, couldn't stop the takeover, right? And guess what? I mean, they just took it off to the top 6 again.
I actually think the big 6 are more pissed off with him than we are now.
Yeah,
because they've stopped the Super League. Masters was supposed to be when it all kicked off. If it had kicked off, he was supposed to be one of the chief execs of it. And Hoffman obviously is right there to stop the takeover and failed miserably. So yeah, I think the big 6 are the ones with the tails between the legs at the moment. So good, long may it continue.
That's absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's our biggest win of the season, having the takeover. But we need to win on Saturday. But we'll comment on it later on. And just got next one from Spencer. And it's our job, Newcastle fans, to take care of one of our own and get good old Boosty Boy back at his feet at Old Trafford. I tell you what, can you imagine Zach Orley get some boost? We play them over Christmas and go and beat them.
He isn't one of our own, though, is he?
He's not. He's
one of their own.
He's one of their own, exactly.
He's a legend. He's a legend at Old Trafford, you know what I mean? But I've got lots of Man U followers sort of thing on my channel sort of thing and on my Twitter account as well, which I think is amazing. It's not just Newcastle fans. I get fans all over the world. And yeah, I'm happy about that. All looking forward to the game on Saturday. That's from James.
Cannot wait. This has been such a boring 2 weeks that I cannot wait to finally get back to game time. To wear this. Not keep watching England play boring games against easy opponents every time there's an international break that we know we're going to get wins from. We're not playing difficult teams. I cannot be asked with international games until there's actually tournaments going on.
Yeah, I mean, just sick of it now. These international games, you know. I mean, thank God it's over for us, but not for teams like Wales and Scotland. They got to keep going into the playoffs. Oh, and by the way, Italy are in there as well. By the way,
of course, yeah. To mention Italy,
home draw though, haven't they? They got home draw and Portugal and Scotland, haven't they? I think Wales have as well, haven't they?
Wales have got home draw as well, and yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we got Scotland and Wales, but I watched that Italy game against Northern Ireland, and they were absolutely poor. Northern Ireland should have won that game, by the way. They should have won it. But
weren't Jamal Lewis fantastic though? What a great game. He got caught out once defensively when the fullback went back. He kind of got drawn inside. He was trying to mark 2 at once, wasn't he? And he stood him in between the Devon and the Deep Blue Sea and didn't mark either. And the fullback got across him. But I mean, going forward, God, he was a threat every time he went forward. He looked an absolute Brahmin player. Get him in Saturday.
Surely that's his ticket for the starting lineup.
You'd hope so.
You know what I mean?
If Richie's playing, then howl out.
Yeah, after one game. After one game, yeah, you got to be glad. The way you handled Chiesa, sort of, I couldn't believe. I thought Chiesa was going to have him on toes, but it's all the way around. Big up to Jamal, by the way, but Chiesa was just having a off day and off night, so I'm defending him. And
Chiesa came inside, didn't he? He kind of tried to look for the space. He weren't getting anything out of Lewis, so he kind of moved into the middle and left him with no balance whatsoever up front. And I think, like you say, with a better side, I thought they deserved to win the game.
Yeah. And we're looking at the strikers they've got. I mean, you got Immobile, top scorer in Serie A last season, 30-plus scores, yeah? Belotti, top scorer for Torino, scoring goals. Cannot win it for the national side. You know what I mean? It is unbelievable, man. Even Drazingli up front as well. Raspadori as well. He's going to come good, Raspadori. I believe he's going to come fantastic. But in a minute, I think it's a year too early for the guy. Do you know what I mean? He needs to concentrate on Sassuolo, by the way. But that's for another evening. And I've got Matthew. So if we're in the same position con Jan, then 100 million at the very least will be needed. That's for Matthew. John,
that's what Amanda said anyway, wasn't it? In our conference, they don't want to look to be spending money in the January windows. It's mainly for the summer. But this time round, they're going to have to strengthen the side.
Yeah,
I think you can double that. I think that's been double that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, totally agree there. I've got Bradley here. John, big subscription now. Me love your channel. I get you a ticket for the Man City game at home. Bradley, big up to you, my guy. I mean, bless you, but I've got a season ticket, mate. So, but thanks for the offer, mate. Away games would be good, but I've got a season ticket. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that, man. Sarkison from Spencer. Got Matthew again. Is it just me who doesn't want to go for Aki? Would you go for Nathan Aki, guys?
I probably wouldn't. There's better options out there.
I'll tell you what I would. If we're going to go for a big centre half like Tarkowski or Cody, you can't bother two of them. They're both too slow. You need someone with pace next to him, which Ake has. Howe knows him as well, so yeah, I probably would go for him, unless they can get someone better. Obviously, I mean, maybe Tamori. If Tamori's homesick and wants to come home from Italy, I'd go all out for him.
He loves.
He's got a lot.
He loves it. He's fantastic. He's been, for me, marks out of 10 for this guy. He's a 9. He's a 9 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant defender, him. And if he's what's common in England, we should be getting our hands on this guy. I'm telling you. Number 1 pick for me. So, yeah. Where's Harry Hans been staying today? He said he's got some ripping last night. Well, apparently, he had a go at Eddie Howe, wishing him the best of luck. Then he can't start in the back. Then he has to go at Conor Cody about human rights, which I will be on tomorrow with a special guest. And she is big on that. So please join us for that tomorrow night, please. And yeah, so yes, Richard Keys at it again. And he's an idiot. You know what I mean? He's not happy.
He's just trying to make himself relevant, John. I mean, how long ago was he sacked from Sky? It's got to be 10 years, hasn't it? I mean, he's yesterday's chip papers, isn't he, now, in this country? He hasn't got a say really at all. We don't see him on our TV screens, thank God, anymore. So he's just trying to make himself relevant in this country. No one really gives a shit what he thinks anymore. Dated, really? Past it, has been. Really?
He's irrelevant, mate. He's irrelevant.
Absolutely.
And the sooner he figures out, the better. Let's be real. He is irrelevant. And you know what it is? He's old news. He is old news.
Yep. Yesterday's chip papers, mate.
Yeah. Thing is, so people don't listen to him anymore. You see, I don't.
Well, that whole Charlotte Jackson thing, with him and Andy Gray was disgusting then. I mean, that was 10, 12 years ago. He got the sack, rightly so. And he toddled off. He was on TalkSport for a bit, wasn't he? And then he toddled off to Qatar. Probably the best place for him.
Absolutely. Let him stay there. Let him stay there. We just don't want to hear from him. He's an absolute... I can sit, but I cannot. No chance. And I've got...
Yeah,
I'd like us to go for Cordy, but I think we need a pace centre back beside him. Maybe it's Tomori. Maybe next summer or the summer after last. But it should be our number 1 pick. But I think Chelsea got first.
I've still got my hopes up for Sola coming in.
Yeah, he's available, and I mean, he's got a good chance of getting this guy. So yeah, I mean, Cordy's a good defender, but we need him to sign another with a bit more pace, tactically, to balance the shortcomings. Yeah, so we need a new pen defender. Slow on the option to buy for Ake could get Schalke. City would rather get rid of permanently. So latest score, by the way, it's 1-0 to Huddersfield. And what about him? Pearson's at the match tonight.
No, Adam will be. He put it on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still young. I think he scored goals, by the way. But even if they're leaving to Thomas, leaving to Daniel, will be a clear miss. Absolutely fine. Key and Corney's reaction to be relevant. The best thing to ignore them completely. Yeah. Totally agree, Jack. We just keep biting. Langley should save that penalty. I didn't watch it, Thomas, mate. And Lee Taylor, welcome back, Lee. Gary Hoffman, one mission at the Premier League, and that's to do a stand hard to stop the title because he had agenda against Man City, but he failed. Yes! That'd be switched to my league, by the way.
I think it was more an agenda against Saudi Arabia and the pirating, but David obviously was part of that, so I guess he's right.
It was all about the piracy at the end of the day. Once the piracy's been sorted out, sort of thing, we had a sneaky thing had to be the piracy, and then guess what? Everything will be in the open. So, and I was going to say. So, I want to talk about. Adam only told me yesterday. Adam Pearson. This guy is absolutely fantastic. What he's done for Newcastle is absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? And he's doing it for us, right? Goes there every day, sees Eddie Howe, does his YouTube, it's a career, and people are having a go at him. I think that is wrong. It's trolling, and he needs to get off his kiss.
Jealousy. The lad's he's making unique podcasts. He's at the training ground every day. He's at St James's Park as and when it needs be. He's getting, he's getting up close to the people that matter. And fair play to him. The enthusiasm and the hard work, he deserves all the success he gets. A great young podcaster who's got a unique way of doing things. We all sit at home doing it, but he's out on his toes, working his nuts off. And really, to me, he can't earn enough out of it because he deserves it. Hard work should pay off for him, and it is paying off because he's obviously got that many subscribers and he deserves every single one of them. Great young podcaster. Credit to the club, credit to the fan base.
Big up to Adam, by the way. Big up to him. And what about you, Jason? Do you agree with that before I come to Ryan?
Well, yeah, I've only known Adam for a short time since going on the fans forum with Paul when I first met him. But I've been on his channel a couple of times. He's been on mine. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. The only fault that I do have is that I feel he kind of goes a little too far by reacting and exposing those that are showing the hate. The best thing, ignore them. My advice to him, completely ignore them. When you ignore a bully, the bully gets bored and they move to another target. Don't keep giving them the airtime they want because you're just fueling them to carry on tormenting you. I
think that's naivety, Jason. It's his age. I think as he gets older, he'll soon suss that out. It's a learning process, I guess.
That's what I was thinking, but it's the main thing.
I agree with Jason, though. But Adam's like a year young. Adam's a year younger than me, and I have the same mentality as Jason. Like, I've seen it all on social media. Just move on from it. Like, you can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do is just bitch and moan at Twitter, but we all know they won't do anything about it. So you just gotta move on and be humble and just be yourself. And just be motivated by them almost.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah.
That's the main thing with bullies. Bullies will continue to bully, but when you ignore them, they get bored and they move on. Don't show their comments. Don't react to their comments. Just delete it. Move on. Don't show their comments.
Yeah.
Block them.
Just completely block them. Move on. Don't say nothing about it, and you'll see those bullies will just disappear.
Yeah. Well,
the biting is kind of. But I mean, everyone's different, aren't they? Some people react to things differently, and he's obviously bit. If he can say that, then fair play to him. But personally, like you used to say, block and ignore. No need for it to have that him in his life. Really, does he? He's a successful one. Let's be honest.
Exactly,
not them lot.
Yeah. And you get some people on social media as well, so really ripping them apart, saying it's chase for the money sort of thing, like, you know what I mean? But listen, I mean,
you always get that.
If I do this sort of thing full time,
you'll get it too eventually.
Yeah, let's hope so. Do you know what I mean? But I don't.
That's just the part of growth.
Exactly. Let the money chase you. You keep doing your content. The money will follow you, by the way, every single time. I've got Spencer again. I love Weston McKennie, Newcastle, American bias, but he's been fantastic for Juve in his limited opportunities. If we're above the drop in January, big if there could be a deal to be done. I can't see him leaving Juve yet.
He's not been there long, has he? He was playing in Germany, wasn't he?
No,
he did last season, but I think they bought him this season.
Bought him permanently.
This season, yeah.
He's improved. One of the better players this season for me. I've got this football news Saudi here. Hi, Ryan. He's got Spencer. He's a very interesting one, by the way, from him. He's saying Gianluca Busio from Valencia has a good shout in the summer as well. But I wouldn't blame him if he'd rather stay at Venice to come to you. You know a lot about Busio? I do.
Go on, John. Tell us.
I have no
Teach
clue.
us.
Young lad. He's a young lad. Just going to get. I mean, he can't finish our career yet. Central midfield, gets forward well, and scores. Not afraid of taking a goal, and he's one of the best players for Valencia, sort of thing. I think finished some good season, by the way. I mean, they're having a real go trying to stay up. They beat Roma by 3-2 in the last game. So if they win the home games, Valencia, they could stay up. And I've got them to stop a lot this season anyway, but only just. But they've got ambitious president there. He's an American, and yeah. I think they're going to be just be okay, but I can see teams like Calories going to be in trouble this season. Charles, we get you, Lee. You're absolutely right, mate. I got Sean, and I got Crops into the Premier League, and Lee said Adam's Newcastle been through, but all the problems I have with him, giving Charles the action they want, and also talking about the money he makes from his channel. We said that, didn't we? Sort of, listen, if he makes the big money, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Money to be made.
See, the thing is with his content too is that I've seen more footage from the training ground than I ever have in the past few years because no one's ever made content at the training ground.
Yeah,
so credit to him. Like I've seen so much the past few weeks of the training ground than I ever have before.
Yeah, it's unique, right, isn't it? It's a unique take on things.
Exactly.
We'll sit here in our kitchens or our living rooms. He's actually out on his toes doing stuff, you know what I mean? So, all the success he can get, it's deserved, in my opinion.
We know what too. Like his clips that go viral. I think the one when he met Eddie Howe, like it went everywhere, and like just based off that, like you're going to get hate no matter what. Like you just have to accept it and move on. I think.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, name someone else who's going to be camping outside the place for near enough all day without having to eat or drink. He needs to take some packed lunches with him. Take something to eat.
You know what it is, right? I mean, Ryan, you know Lee Gunner very well, don't you? I mean, he gets 54,000 subscribers, and a lot of people view him hates him because he's telling them to speak the truth. Do you know what I mean? He's going to get some hate, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got mods to like instantly get those people out of here. And like, there's still people, those kind of people just have the time and they want to go and make a second, third account just to say some stupid comment that it's going to like raise their ego, I guess. Like it's just a bunch of losers.
Well said.
And totally. I like how he calls out their fan base too. Like he says that it's a bunch of jokers, all this and that. Like,
yeah, he calls it out like it is. And that's why I like it. That's his best podcast stuff for me. I got Paul. Paul says, hi, Paul. You okay? Do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Hi, guys, and Duno. Hope you're okay. And it's not capping. Yeah, him bring out how much money he makes on YouTube or expect to make was a bad idea. Only makes it worse for himself. Hopefully, he matures over time and knows the trolls.
Yeah, he doesn't have to justify it by showing his private financial stuff. That was a little bit of an error. Yeah. But as I say, he's only 20, isn't he? Or he'll learn.
You learn. Yeah.
That's where you go along. That's where you overstep and go along the boasting type of. Yeah. You shouldn't boast because that's going to fuel him even more to go at you.
I'm not sure he's boasting. I think he was getting criticism for packing in his university course, and he's just saying, "Well, this is what I'm earning. It's worth it for me." Whether he was boasting, maybe he was, but I don't think so.
No. Yeah, see what you mean, but he's doing well, and big up to him. But see where you come from.
He doesn't have to justify himself, does he? He doesn't have to justify himself to anyone.
Nah, he should get on what he's doing, and big up to him, and just proud of him.
It's his choice what he wants to do. Let him do it. I mean, no one controls his life.
I saw a perfect quote like a few months ago. It's like life's journey, not a competition. And people have their own unique paths of what they want to do.
Yeah, I don't want to work, but I have to.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll go part-time YouTubing, and then rather than full-time at the stage, because I'm got enough subscribers, so I need to get 10 kids. I can think about doing full-time. You never know. Fair play to Mr. Pearson, what's going on with that young Mexican kid report? Where is he? Has he been kidnapped? I don't know.
He's upset about his team losing last night.
Oh yeah, Canada beat Mexico, didn't they, last night?
Oh, that's a great night.
Look at that big grin on his face.
Did a bit cut of snow angels in the process.
Did you see that clip of one of the players jumping in a snowbank?
Rather him than me.
His name, Sam. He plays in Turkey as our left back for Canada.
Yeah, see what you mean.
Cracking result.
I'm the only one here that doesn't want international break to end.
It's got to Neil said Mexico USA, and really, so what I'm saying, like he posted on Twitter the other day about the money he makes for the channel. In my opinion, he's putting his head about the parapet, and he will get shut down in the comments. I need to take a lesson from the great Bruce, House of Boot in Stanbridge, and takes the seaside sandwiches up to the green journey going after the league. Even in lads, even to universities, the Bruna, even to everyone in the fellow. And Annie, you're coming to you, man. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on with Bristol City, man? I mean, what are you, 6 spots?
No, let's move on.
He was fine, so you mentioned that, John.
Move on.
So, Annie, what's going on with Bristol City? Right, I'm up. Right.
No.
2 words. We're shit.
We're fucking shit.
Yeah.
That basically. Do you want me to go into detail or say
please do.
we're all
Can you go into as much as you possibly can? Yeah.
Honestly, go for it.
Basically, Nigel Pearce not getting the best out of the squad.
I've been having trouble sleeping, so say as much detail as you can.
So City are currently in a relegation battle at the moment, and we'll be looking to escape relegation from the second tier. Good God, what's happened to us? But yeah, Nigel Pearce is not getting the best out of the squad. Players not performing. We've conceded 14 goals in 6 games. We've won 2 in the last 8. It's just at the moment it's a bit bleak. The rumours and speculations about Nige leaving on I think it was Tuesday morning. And it was just. It's all kind of a big mess, really. Pearson's currently isolating with COVID. He's had it 2 times now. The assistant manager who's come in just really doesn't have a clue. We looked inept going forward at the back, as I said, 14 goals conceded in 6 games. And overall, it's just a complete nightmare.
Has the goalkeeper had COVID, Annie?
The goalkeeper, Dan Bentley, no.
I didn't think so, because he ain't caught fuck all season.
I'm looking at the championship right now, and I can't believe Sheffield are in 17th.
No, I can't believe it either. I mean,
I don't follow the championship. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
So after saying that, would you take Mr. Pragmatic now?
You would
pretty much anyone really, because I just don't think Pearson is the man. Right now, and as much as I want this to succeed, I've not seen enough evidence from February onwards for us to say, yeah, this Pearson is the man. I can pretty much rule out last season, but this season's been it's been non.
Is he still playing Nathan Baker at left back?
Not anymore, thank God. He was earlier in the season. We won a few games, to be fair, with him at left back, but then that was swiftly moved on from. Billy, you said something about our goalkeeper. He's actually pretty decent. He's our captain as well, which just shows the complete utter poor standards of the football club. It just shows how far we've gone from finishing 8th and nearly finishing above Derby with Tomori, Mount, Lampard. Which we were so close to competing with them, and we just after beating Manchester United as well in the cup, we've just fallen off a cliff. It's just gone sideways since then. It's a bit much.
They've sold some players more, haven't they? Since that game against Man United, some of the best players of that game, Brian and people like that.
Yeah, we've sold so many players over the years. I mean, we've got loads of money for them, likes of Adam Webster, Josh Brownhill. We've had lots of players who've sold. We bought for not that much amount of money, but we've sold on for tons and tons.
Right.
But we've replaced those players with crap. So we've replaced a man who was pivotal in our midfield with Henry Lansbury. It just shows how far, like, the standards of this football club has gone from there to there.
We love Henry Lansbury, don't we, Newcastle fans? What a
yeah.
What a
Henry Lansbury.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised he's still playing.
Yeah, it's probably still alive.
The thing is, Jason, as well, he put in a masterclass of a performance against us where Luton got a point. I don't know what was wrong with this. The regime, I don't know what. It's just basically it seems everything is going wrong.
Yeah. So I'll keep working to you guys, Daniel and Magpie as well. Give you to you two.
All right. Hi, Dublin, man. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Dave. Dave. All right. Yeah.
Because I think the country needs a strong West Country side. I think the only West Country side to play in the Premiership has been Swindon, and that was like '93.
Yeah, that's right.
We've just. I think we've been close a few times. I think I don't remember this fondly, but I think all of you will remember, especially Billy. He would know when Hull beat Bush City in the playoff final 2000. I can't remember the year. I think.
Who's got their TV on?
About 2005, 2006,
yeah, 2005. Yeah.
2001, sorry.
I mean, God, Dean Windass. Dean Windass scored against us.
Phil Brown, wasn't it?
I remember that.
It was a good goal as well. It was a volley from outside the box. Yeah, anyways. We've had some great players over the years. We've gone close. We finished second in the first division, I think, like a few years before it got rebranded into the Premier League, about 10, 15 years before that. And we finished second. And then since then, we've gone into League One. We've bossed League One. We've gone 8th in the Championship. We've gone close. Overall, it's just a bit of to and fro. I don't think we'll get as close as that Hull game ever at Wembley ever again. Because if we're to seriously mount a promotion challenge in the next 5 years, we're going to have to change a lot, and I mean a lot, at this football club. That means the managers, players, CEO, owners, everything. Maybe not the owners, but literally everything. Pardon?
In walks Mike Ashley.
No. To be fair, our owners are very, 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 very good. They care about the club, the fans. So yeah, I have no problems with them being owners, but it's just how they go about the football side, which is worrying me at the moment.
Yeah.
I've seen Bristol City play top flight football. I was actually at the game the most famous game Bristol City must have played, that 2-2 draw at Highfield Road. I was there as a 9-year-old. So yeah, I think
the most famous City game is either the one against United where we won 2-1, or the one at Anfield, or the one away at Anfield where we won 1-0. Brian Tinian scoring. That was, I wasn't there obviously. I was like 90s, but from what I've been hearing from fellow fans, it was just complete and utter elation.
Blue top, green shorts they're wearing.
Yeah.
We're still actually persisting with that, which is kind of weird. But
blue top, green shorts.
And not just any green; it's real snotty green with it, like a psychedelic green.
It's like bluey purple as well. It's really weird. It's really
like a goblin green.
Goblin green.
Grosler.
Yeah.
Just this year I've been in the top flight since 1980 sort of thing, 1980, and
Jerry Gow was playing for him and just like that.
Jerry Gow, I remember that name.
Man City went to Man City, played the cup final.
In '81.
Yeah, with Tommy Hutchison from Coventry. Yeah, the two of them went to Man City.
I've actually got that game on DVD, the '81 cup final.
Good game. Well, the second game was.
Yeah, the Villa Ricky Villa's goal, excellent goal. That.
Yeah, excellent goal.
And Mackenzie's.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I remember. Yeah,
Like a 30-yard volley, top corner, cracking goal.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think it's coming up, by the way, from Sanjeev as well. Just a question for you guys. Hello, I would like to ask whether you think John Shelby will have a place in the team going forward. For me, definitely not, in my opinion.
No.
Not going forward now.
No. I don't think he fits into the pressing game that Eddie Howe will want to play because he's too lazy. I mean, even me and John are quicker than him and we're older than him, I would say. But no.
What about me?
Pushing it now.
I mean, John Shelby's not quick enough for the pressing game.
No,
he'll be a passenger, won't he? I mean, like Daniel said, Eddie Howe plays the pressing game. He can't do that for 30 seconds. So
Eddie Howe will not take passengers.
No. He's made that.
That's why they're training so hard, because he wants people to be able to play to his tactics.
Yeah.
And his standards.
Yeah.
Can't tell if that's Dublin Mag or True Geordie in the bottom.
Yeah.
It literally looks just like him.
You know, this bleep test that he had them doing in the first week, he obviously must have, saw them playing against Brighton and thought, bloody hell, this lot are a
evaluation to see where they are.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the one who won it was it Richie or someone might have completed, or was it long stuff? But
long stuff. Yeah. I mean, they were saying that the Brighton game we didn't run out of steam, but we didn't play for the first 45 bleeding minutes.
No.
So we only played half a game then. It was just second half than the first.
Second half we were better, barring that free kick from Shelby, which will not go back in.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
Yeah,
Richie.
It was a cross. It wasn't a free kick.
Yeah, it was. That's right, Brian. It wasn't. That's right.
Richie did win the bleep test, but it was the wrong bleeps.
Yeah. Yeah. This should have been Jeremy Beadle bleeps. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, guys, can we use that quickly? Christian Annie, would you take Chris Hughton at Bristol City?
Till the end of the season, yes. Not. I don't think after that, because
I think he'd be man.
He can. He showed at Forest he can still stabilise a club, but after that, I don't think he's got any more. I think he's a great person, great character.
Yeah.
I don't think he has that Chris Hughton magic anymore, which he had at Brighton when he got the best out of Anthony Knockaert, Glenn Murray, building defences up, getting them in the Premier League, keeping them in the Premier League. I just don't think Chris Hughton's got that anymore, unfortunately.
He's more of a stabiliser than a builder.
Yeah, and if it was still the end of the season,
sounds like Steve Bruce,
sure,
but
why
in the
not?
Championship. Stabilize Sheffield Wednesday, and then left him for us.
No, to be fair to Bruce, he did do a good job at Sheffield Wednesday because Sheffield Wednesday were in financial ruins. Really, he didn't really have much to spend.
Well, yeah,
and he bought some very good players. He bought the likes of Kadeem Harris, who were very smart signings. So I'm gonna say that he did a very good job at Wednesday.
Yeah, I was being serious about that. Like, he'll actually stabilize Championship teams.
I think
but he tried with Sheffield Wednesday. He thought he was going to Pancake Tuesday.
Pancake Tuesday.
He imported some maple syrup too from Canada.
Maple syrup, absolutely.
Don't forget the bacon.
Oh yeah, bacon pancakes.
Pancakes.
This was also on the match for Bristol City. He's one of you own.
No, please.
3-1 to us on Saturday. Everyone fancy to chat about the two Johns. Not really. Remember Landry's own goal? Can you remember that? Landry's own goal? Oh, man.
I remember his play acting as well.
Yeah. Landry's own goal. Play Bruce's filler was class. Yes. Bruce League manager the best. Let's not give him too much credit. I got Jude in the host team. Do they? Yay! Just gonna read that sort of thing. I was watching the City Rovers stand rivalries like the pitch to see Anne in the middle, leading the firm to bloody victory.
There is definitely hate between the clubs, but no, I'm not involved. Unfortunately, no, not involved.
Yeah.
Well clear from that.
Fair enough. I got Tim Byington as a class player because he was class in
Yeah, he was.
He was for us. Yeah, he was for. Yeah, he was. I know he played for us, but he wasn't obviously.
Very good. He was shite.
That good
Yeah. Brian Tinning's a City legend, and yeah.
That was brilliant for City.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously never watched him, but yeah, great player for City. And still at the club actually, in a academy position where he's getting the best academy players in the southwest, and even from Guernsey. So yeah, really, really, really good.
A lovely left foot.
Yeah, and really good in what he does at the moment at the club as well.
Got level 7 Dave appear out of the blue and holds you hostage. Demands give all of the nobby blobby. What's your reaction? Don't pick on him. He's a lovely lad.
No, that's
big up to David. First time on the chat and in our channel. Lads will be well. David, absolutely fine. We do subscribe, mate.
Good show that was with the Dunniland Dave. I enjoyed it. Good show.
Oh, on Friday, yeah,
good show.
Yeah. No, shall I tell you something? He tweeted. He sent us a direct message. I didn't know. I said, "Davy Rockets, who's that?" And then when I thought, honestly, I had to scratch. And then when he put David McGann at NUFC, I said, "Oh, it's David, right? I'll go on there." I thought, am I being stalked here or what? and then as soon as he said, "This is me channel," I thought, right, I know who you are now. That's fine.
Wait, Dave's got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, level 7 Dave. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
He gets you on, and then once you're comfortable, he gets his Bristol Cities out.
Oh no!
Was it
give out Jason, man.
Wait, what's Dave's YouTube channel?
Jason, do you want to give context to that? To that word? What? Oh god!
Bristol.
Yes, Bristol.
Oh, Bristol's.
In London, Ryan, there's a thing called rhyming slang. It's called Cockney rhyming slang. They say things like apples and pears, which is their word for stairs.
Stairs.
Bristol Cities is their word for a lady's front bits.
Juggernauts.
Let's face it, January Howell will have to use Shelby. No one else can pass, but he cannot play. I think Eddie Howell.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we've seen on the Rafa Benitez, because he is a decent player and scores some decent goals as well. Will Sean Longstaff be in the team? In Eddie Howell's team?
You'd hope so, because there's no one else we can fall back on.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Willock in there myself.
Yeah.
Hendrick will save us.
Hendrick, best player.
Yeah.
Did you see that pass he did? Oh, class. Class.
What year was that?
Where is it? Where has he been?
I could hear. I could actually hear the match from my window, like when it was on, when he was playing. You know the way he was in the Irish press. He was what do you call it? Like he was praised as a hero, like like holding what you call it, Portugal. But I could hear all the events going on because I literally just moved here like a few months ago, and so that's good now that I know I can kind of pick out what's going on in the game just by opening up the window.
All right. So do you overlook Croke? Is it Croke Park? Is it?
No, Croke Park's the other side. That's the Aviva Stadium.
Oh,
Aviva.
By the rugby as well.
Yeah, that's right. Aye.
Yeah,
right.
Croke,
nice one.
Croke Park is for the GAA, and then
yeah, Gaelic football and your hurling and all.
Yeah,
that,
the Croke Park is 82,000, and then the Aviva is like 53,000.
Right.
Just for context, Dave, his first name's Jeff. Next time you hear him play, they'll probably call him fucking Hendrick.
We don't want to get Jason excited now, do we?
I'd have Jeff Bezos over Jeff Hendrick.
Yeah. And goes about playing ball in Brazil City.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He wasn't at Bristol City long, though, was he? He was at Arsenal for most of the time. When he was there about 6 years, maybe.
We should have got more money out of you for that. We got 2.5 million. We should have got more.
Got a lot more than. I've got my first donation this evening. I got from Ryan. Thanks so much indeed, Ryan. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, nice one, Ryan.
Like guy, honestly, to even to us, and he's also on my channel, Ryan. He's got a lovely family, and he's a top guy. And thanks so much indeed. And
he seems a nice lad, Ryan. He always asks how you are and all that.
He does, you know, and he seems very, very polite, and
yeah, definitely, he's spot on.
Thank you very much indeed, and he's just a great lad, he really is. And he called Guessable Scores, go down there and Paul, that's from David. I've got Matthew, not Jordan Rhodes. They did, yes. Yeah. Go for it. And,
Jordan Rhodes doesn't play for Wednesday anymore, though.
He doesn't.
No, he's gone
playing
now.
For Huddersfield. Playing for Huddersfield.
That's right. Yeah.
He went back to Huddersfield.
Yeah, because he went from Huddersfield back and forward, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went from Huddersfield to Norwich on loan, then went to.
I think he started Huddersfield, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He scored tons of goals for Huddersfield, and then I think weird bit where he went to Norwich on loan, and then went to Wednesday for tons of money, and then that obviously flopped, and now we're back at.
Went in Middlesbrough for a bit.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, that was yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because Steve Bruce tried to swap Grealish for him, didn't he?
God.
But yeah, just going to this one as well, and quality to see those photos of training today. Livingston Davis is a legend. I think he's a great guy. I'll watch everything if he was to take YouTube seriously. And,
sorry, John. Yeah, he went from Huddersfield to Blackburn for tons of money, and then from Blackburn to Borough for tons of money. And then went to Wednesday, went on loan to Borough, and then he was sold back to Wednesday for 10.5 million. The loaned out to Norwich, and then now he's at Huddersfield. Yeah,
and he's still skint. I was going to say, I bet he's skint and all them moves. He'd still be skint.
Well, if only he was a manager.
Yeah.
He's travelled some roads, though, hasn't he?
Oh no!
I'll get
Well, that was
Dave's on it today.
Wonder if he's been fined £6.10 at all.
See that Iron Mike?
The buying club has to pay an extra toll of £6.10. Plus a strand of Jack Grealish's hair.
Yeah.
Off Emily A.
John, those knickers I'm sending you, they should be with you pretty soon.
Correction, those edible ones.
No, the ones that I threw at the wall and he stuck.
You have Steve Bruce's knickers?
No, Bianca's.
Just go back to Maldor's comment, by the way. Did Bruce actually work on any passing drills?
No.
He gets the ball and does something. He won't be on the ball. Let's be honest here.
The less said about Bruce, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure you should say to ASM, follow the ball. You'll get on it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Just basically follow the ball.
Yeah. But there's structure to our new manager's training. There's good structure there. And he's, intensity and structure. That's what I like. That's what training should be about. Any training you do for any sport should have those two things. And if you've got those, then, you're going in the right direction. Not just, here you go, free for all. somebody should be guiding it, and that's what Eddie Howe's been doing, guiding the training and making sure everybody's, on his lines, And
he's
that
been very vocal in training as well, which is good to see.
Absolutely, yeah, I
think
agree.
with Eddie Howe's tactics, he's like licking his lips over the players we have because we no disrespect have better players than Bournemouth. So the way he wants his team to set up will probably be executed better with the players we have.
Yes, 100%.
He never had anyone as skillful or as agile as Alan St. Maximin.
No, he didn't have. He
didn't have midfielders. He had people like Gosling instead of Joe Willock.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect Dan Gosling. How dare you?
Remember, he used to play for us. We've seen him, honey. He's fucking dreadful.
Yes.
Not good enough. Not good enough. Remember when Henrik was linked to AC Milan before he came to us?
No way to go now.
And they got thanks, lads. Thank you. Well, time Ryan Beard. Lovely man. Jordan Rhodes and his left side Bruce Watney instead of Grealish.
Interesting. No, I think he's been serious there.
Who has the mic in the fridge?
But let's be honest, Bianca wouldn't walk in after John's.
Oh my god! Why was that all in caps too? I can't believe it.
Exactly. Lee, you're gonna send me to do all that, mate. Yeah. Thanks very much. John, did you send the super chat on Paul's live stream last night? I didn't, mate. No, I didn't even watch it, mate. Sorry, I didn't.
Someone did, and your name.
Not me.
Yes, you donated a sticker to him.
99p. Seriously? Someone under John's name donated 99, didn't they, Dave?
Yeah, it was a sticker. It was 99.
I was on Adam Pearson last week, so I could possibly not have been on this.
No, you were on Adam Pearson. Yeah,
no doubt Tony scored against Spurs at the weekend. He can score. Johnson win by 3 goals, so on.
It always happens with us, though. Former players always come back to score against us.
That's it. That's a racing certainty, that, isn't it? Ex-player puts one up.
I don't think he will.
No. The only latest player I could think of is Iosi Perez. Wijnaldum never did it. I don't think so. Sissoko never did.
Yeah.
Armstrong didn't.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jermaine Genius?
All the other players we got rid of are not in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Ryan, your name is wrong.
Darryl Murphy might have done.
What do you mean?
Darryl Murphy. Who? Oh yeah, the guy who we got from the former Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, I'm sure he's good against us.
He went Bolton, didn't he?
Yeah.
He done well for us, for his age, and
he did.
I would have happily kept hold of him.
He was. He did a decent job. Definitely a decent job. He and
he gave it 100% every game.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Fantastic.
Absolutely, Brian. Yeah, he was.
David's name is not Brian. You think he's True Jordan?
Oh, David. Sorry, Brian. I mean, David. Sorry.
No worries.
I think I would have kept hold of Harry as well at that time.
Guess your name, Dublin Meg, is like Shane or something, or O'Shea.
I told you, David.
It's Dave.
It's Dave.
David O'Shea.
No, O'Shea.
David Doherty?
No.
Well, I've got one here from Stock Captain. Lolo did the Blackpool football fans.
Oh, yeah, he did. The name, John. You butchered the name.
Who?
Loa.
It's a Loa.
Loa. He's in Turkey right now.
No, not him.
Not his brother. His brother Lamana.
And he was on loan at the time. He wasn't even signed for him. And he shouldn't even been playing, really.
When he played for Portsmouth.
Yeah, when he scored against us.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting loan from us.
I tell you what, when he done that, his time was finished in Newcastle.
That was it.
He was done.
Wasn't it that game that we were trying to recall him from loan on that time?
Yeah.
We were trying to get him back, but he refused to come back, played for Portsmouth and scored against us. And
that was
fuming about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 40 right now.
Yeah. John, you still got Italy because I mentioned it, Tandy's. I'm going on Friday. I'm going to Lazio UV game. And that's
All right.
And Andy Carroll basically
just yawn over that game.
He's at the bin, get that.
Yeah, he did.
But he tried to go around cruel, didn't he? Tried to win a penalty.
Yeah, the Liverpool one. He tried to claim a penalty out of it. He didn't get it.
John, in your latest recorded video, you talked about Andy Carroll, right? And you mentioned me in the video. And I just wanted to say, Ding, I've got a 6-point deduction, which means they are 21st in the championship at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, Reading. Oh, yeah.
Reading got 6 points deduction.
Not surprised, but yeah.
I tell you what, it's a farce, isn't it? Of these points deductions, and you've got the flipping mafiosi top 6 cartel, and they're getting out.
There's no such thing as there's no such thing as the Big 6 anymore. It's a small 19.
Yes, small. Yeah, fair enough, Dave. Yeah.
Daniel, honestly, don't get me started on the Premier League and how the money is being passed down unequally into the Championship. And
don't get started.
It is an absolute joke.
Oh, it is.
It is a joke.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
it is corrupt, in my opinion.
And on top of that, the parachute payments as well. It's just
no.
Yeah.
And that's
what may be happening is Richard Masters steps down as head of Premier League, and it becomes fucking Daniel Levy.
Billy, the parachute payments, why Coventry won't be going up this year.
I don't think they will.
Don't cry for me, Daniel Levy.
You got more chance of Masters stepping down and Lee Charlie taking over.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what it is, guys? You know what it is? I mean, I don't know if you don't know what I mean. If I come to you about it, Hoffman's resigned. Do you think it's because of the takeover, or do you think he's had enough? I've just got to be a takeover, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he's basically, it was a case of, as Joe Louis said, he could run, but he couldn't hide.
Well, he was hired to stop the takeover.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so we had to get back.
Yeah. I mean, he's Kesey's mate, isn't he? And all that. But I tell you what, Richard Keys, there's another arsehole, can I say it? What you call, if Steve Bruce was tactically inept, Richard Keys was morally inept after his shenanigans, right? You've got an ill wife. You look after your wife if you're a real man. You don't go and do that what he done, you know. And so he better just shut up and stay in his bean cubbyhole studio and don't open his gob if he knows what's good for him. And I'll leave it there.
Go on, Daniel.
Go on, Daniel.
Get the boxing gloves. Go up there and give him.
I'll tell you what. I'll gladly challenge him to a ring fight for charity. No problem. I will gladly do it. You know.
Charity? No, it's a street fight.
How would you know if he had gloves on?
Huh?
How would you know if he had gloves on?
True. Well, if he wants bare knuckle, I'll ring Steve Rafe up and get Stu Armstrong to promote it, and I'll gladly do it.
Well, that sounds like a winner, that does.
You do.
I ain't paying box office. I want it for free.
Yeah, you guys all come in because I know I'll have a big fan base like Muhammad Ali by me.
Do it outside the Dog and Parrot.
Yeah. Or do it like Brad Pitt in Snatch, yeah? What
about outside Bianca's house?
No.
There's got to be inside it.
Not outside Bianca's house, man. That is out of bounds. I would say that's John's territory, man. We ain't going there.
There's got to be plenty of room down in John's dungeon.
Not dungeon. Playroom.
John would be inside.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, go on.
So the I mean, remember Cabaye used to come on purpose for Paris, and he still got those games left. Don't be counting on 3 points. Excuse me, honest. The big six shouldn't have got points deduction from the EFL.
Yeah.
You see, there's another problem. The EFL and the Premier League don't make the decisions. The EFL makes the decisions on the Championship, League One, League Two clubs. Premier League makes Premier League decisions. It's not going to be consistent if the two of the biggest organisations in English football are not going to join.
Do you know where all this kind of point deduction in the Championship and the EFL came from? Do you know where it started from? The club that started all this was Leicester City. They started it when they built the King Power Stadium. They had all these local businesses building the ground and putting stuff in and what have you. Then they didn't pay them, and they all went bust. They went into administration, and they got nothing for it. Yeah. All the businesses went bust, and then Rodney Walker bought it.
Billy, it's not that. It's not that. It's the Premier League. It's Sky. It's all the money that is being unequally distributed down to the football leagues.
Well, that was 20 odd years ago. Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you. The Championship.
It's still a problem. It's still a huge problem.
Yeah. But Leicester City deliberately went into administration so they didn't have to pay all the people that built that stadium.
Typical.
But they're putting themselves at risk. That's not down to the parachute payments. Issue.
Then there wasn't any deduction, point deduction. After that happened, that's when the point deduction thing came in.
You do get a 12-point deduction for administration. You do.
Yeah, but they didn't then. That was what I'm saying. That was the last time it was allowed to happen without any deduction points-wise.
Right, and now it is. The Premier League, the money that is going down from Sky, the 100 million quid that a team for finishing in 18th or even 20th are getting just for competing in the Premier League, it's utterly ridiculous. It's ludicrous. And the 13 million pounds the Championship clubs get without the parachute payments for Sky, it's such a massive divide.
Yeah. The Sky stepped in and kind of saved them, if you like, because of whenever the ITV Sport thing that happened. Remember ITV Sport?
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
They went bust, didn't they?
Yeah, it's bust, yeah.
When ITV went bust, Ipswich Town actually completely collapsed because their owner had a massive share in... Marcus Evans had a massive share in ITV, and they went bust and they went down.
Yeah.
I mean, if Sky went bust, the Championship would be more competitive. But again, it would also be low on finances. So one thing to do is scrapping the parachute payment, which is a complete and unfair disaster of an idea, which has completely ruined the competitive nature of the Championship. Teams like Bristol City just can't compete with them. We have four this year. There was 3 last year. 2 of them went up, first and second. 1 of them got in the playoffs. It's not competitive whatsoever. The Premier League need to have a look at themselves in terms of what they do with the parachute payments going forward. I think with the backlash this scheme has had, I think it'll be scrapped one day. I'm just not sure when, or will it be too late? Who knows?
Yeah.
It won't be scrapped from the Premier League side, though. It'll have to be from the other side, won't it?
Absolutely not. And again, unless both EFL and Premier League combine to make one party, this is always could be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just drawing Milan. Hope you enjoy it. Get yourself one of those Italian restaurants.
Stewardesses, not stewards.
Hey.
If you're
man.
Just the Premier League, Super League teams, what type of punches did they get in?
John, I've just explained that it's not down to the EFL. It's not down to the Premier League. They're 2 different organisations with 2 different rules and set of laws. If a punishment happens in the Championship, the exact same thing can't happen in the Premier League. It's just
They've got two different rule books there, basically, haven't you?
Yeah.
In terms of
it is. It is.
Separate body. Whereas really, what should happen is should have one body that overlooks both, instead of having the two separate.
It should be everything. It should be all the professional football, and then once it gets down to the once it gets down into the National League, maybe separate it then, but not when it's in professional football. It just makes it completely.
But does that not make it just Division 1 again? Does that not make the Premiership?
No, not combining the leagues together, as in.
No, I don't mean combining it, but I mean like if they're all under the same control.
Yeah.
It will just make them. It will just make the Premiership League One again.
Yeah, but like the football,
Division One, that's right.
Yeah.
I like the Football League, Division 1, 2, 3. There was 4 then, wasn't there? So like, your Premier League would be a Division 1, Championship Division 2, League 1, Division 3, League 2, Division 4. That's how it would be.
What they used to do in the 50s to stop, because it's an expensive game travelling everywhere. It was Division South, Division North, Third Division North, Division South. So the travel
do that. It's the National League. It's the National League South.
Yeah, the National League.
National League, do that. Yeah.
That's basically to prevent them, as you said, to prevent them from travelling and wasting costs and expenses.
Yeah, National League. Yeah, you have National League North and all that, don't you? Where Kate said, yeah.
Scotland starts to offer abs as well. Super League team should have sent to the bottom division.
That was never going to happen. That was never.
That wouldn't happen.
Luciani still possible. Total section would have been fair. That's never happened. Just another point to increase the competitive gap between the English football leagues. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the FA were corrupted into removing promotion relegation. I tell you what sort of thing that's going to happen. Never going to happen. Never going to happen.
No.
You can't take jeopardy out of the game.
No, exactly. Absolutely, David.
Yeah. Because of parachute payments, you see the same teams get relegated and promoted. See, that's not fair. That's not fair. Well,
Yeah.
The unequal distribution pretty much protects the cartel. Spurs fought relegation for many seasons. I agree with Andy. English football is 4 leagues, not 1. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Look, and every team in the championship wants to get into the Premier League.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to use one more example here. Any team that gets promoted from League 2, normally are very competitive. Look at Bolton, for example. They're currently 10th at the moment. Just shows that without any parachute payments, the competitive nature is much higher and much more prevalent really. And it just shows that it needs to be scrapped. Otherwise, it's the English football really is going to be ruined unless it's scrapped right now.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hypothetical and probably impossible to happen, but wouldn't it be funny if one of the Premier League sides, when it had to go into administration, what kind of punishment would they get from the Premier League? It's never going to happen, obviously, because of the Sky money, but hypothetically, I'd love to see it, just to see, as long as it was Nurse, and it obviously isn't going to be us now, but what kind of punishment would they get?
Yeah, quite an interesting scenario that what would happen. We all know what happens in the Championship, etc.
The thing is, the Premier League don't have a set of rules as rigid as the Championship, because in the Championship, in the EFL, if you go into administration, it's a 12-point deduction. If you breach FFP, it's 6 or 9 points, depending on how you cooperate. If it's selling, if it's putting wrong or inaccurate values on players, it's a further 9 points. It just shows the EFL has a structure to it, which is good. Then the Premier League doesn't, which is obviously not. But I think the Premier League can get away with that because many teams in the Premier League are funded by the Sky money and just don't really have the need to have a set of rules which means they break laws of FFP, administration, etc., etc.
Let's be honest, Norwich City, they survive off parachutemen, don't they? That their whole reason for parachutemen.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's a whole West Brom thing, going down, going up, going down, going up.
Literally boing boing. Literally boing boing.
Yo clubs, yeah.
I got some comments there. Parachute payments are being stopped for some Jack.
Who told you that?
Cassie Albanese. Are you importing Super European League stream or have I missed it? Kieran not doing it tonight because Paul's done payroll snap, so he'll be doing it next week in 2 weeks' time.
This is what snaps?
What? Beg your pardon?
Is banjo string snapped?
Football's never been fair. Always 1 or 2 teams are much better than the rest of them. That's true. Perhaps.
It's just so not competitive for the rest of the league without the parachute payments. It's not just 1 or 2 teams. It's a lot of teams now. Even if you get relegated, you know for a certain fact you're one of the favourites for promotion unless you sell all your players.
What they should do is scrap the parachute payments, but make the 4th or the 3rd bottom team go into the playoffs with the playoff teams in the Championship. to give them the next chance that way.
That's what they do in other leagues.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They used to do it in England at one time.
Germany, there's playoffs for 18th and third place in the German second.
Yeah, I think they do that in the
actually not 18th, I guess 16th, because Bundesliga only has 18 teams.
Yeah,
they did it in the late 80s here as well.
Really?
I remember that. Yeah, it wasn't like it is now. It was something like that. Billy,
I think Middlesbrough got relegated or promoted because of it. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, they did it in the late 80s. One season it lasted.
Yeah, I think they do it in the lower leagues. They have the relegation playoffs just to determine whether you're going to stay in the league or you're going to go down.
Yeah.
But I can't see it happening soon. It'll be too much money. The disparity of much greater now the last from Abbey or only as a woman how to Bournemouth through the leagues competing against parachute payments. Lucy for the Borough. Sorry, yes, Chris Ryle's got that job, by the way. And
it wouldn't surprise me because he loves going to rival clubs. He's been to Sunderland, he's been to Newcastle, so Borough's next.
Yeah.
Will be.
Blood Spartans.
So and I got Red Sun. Wow. The opponent teams are pushing more and more championship players like Woody, Brahma. The championship clubs use the lobby to get more money. Putting the league is only fair.
The thing is with that's the only way to compete with the parachute teams. Look at Brentford, exactly. Had to sell Ben Rama, Watkins, Konza, so many players for tons of money. And in the end, they got promoted because they sold players for tons. They bought players for little. But you shouldn't really have to do that just to compete with 3 other teams in the league, so you can have a chance at getting to the promised land. It's not a just way of competition in this league, and it should be really scrapped, really.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Andy. Jordan feel ill. Well, I heard him stick up first again.
He's probably got the
flu. Yeah. He basically said he didn't blame Gaff and resigning, by the way.
John, I've got to go now, mate. I'll see you later.
See you, Annie. Cheers, mate.
See you. Bye, guys.
Let's look.
And just going as quickly before we go on to predictions. Toilet sport from Peterborough League One, but the point to be made, I thought Andy was brilliant play, by the way. He made some good points there. Big up to him, man. What do you think of Sunderland? I think you know what they are. The Mackles never get back into the Premier League. Streamlinks, Jordy, I can't get any more on me. It's going to wrap up in a minute away. I mean, I'm in Italy next week, so come on 2 weeks' time.
You're not, yeah?
You lucky man. Right. I've got to be going now as well, family. Yeah, so be nice seeing you again.
You too. See you next
time.
You
too. Cheers, see you, mate. Cheers, David. I've got your name right. Nice one. Cheers. Right.
That's Daniel's gone. Right, for the predictions, by the way, I'm going to start with you, Jason. We're playing Brentford on Saturday. Obviously, I'll be in Italy. But what do you think of Eddie Howe?
You're going to Italy? Well, I know for a fact Joel Linton isn't playing because he's off to Italy with you.
Whatever.
If we're playing attacking football and we see a much positive performance from the lads, and we're not playing that stupid 5 at the back, and Richie's not left back, I'll be doing my preview video tomorrow anyway. But I want to feel positive. I want to feel that we're going to be at home. Hal is going to start his debut game as manager of Newcastle at home in front of the crowd. That's going to give so much of a boost. The players are going to have so much confidence, depending on the team that he picks and who's fit. Pretty much everybody apart from Dummett. So many players that could be in that squad. And I want to go. I want to say 3-1. 3-1 victory.
Yep, that's fine. 3-1 it is. I've got one here for Stock Cabin. Portsmouth have 9 points deducted in the Premier League. So if they did it for them. They should do it against the so-called bigger clubs. I agree. and I'll just go as quickly before I come on to the big guy. Have a great trip to Italy, John. Have fun. Thanks so much indeed, mate. I really appreciate that. Who's going to Italy? Not John. I've never heard that one before. That's Julie Tune for life. God bless him. Cheers, John. Take care around the community. Take care, Ryan. Thanks for the donation, by the way, my guy. Appreciate that. Thanks so much indeed. And everyone saying hi, take care to everyone else. So, go on then, Billy. What do you think of Eddie Howe's training, and what do you think the score's going to be?
Well, I said this to Paul last night in Dave's presence. I think it's a perfect storm for Saturday. Brentford have lost the last 4 games. The best player of the season is out injured for 5 months. The goalkeeper, since he's been injured, haven't won a game. We've got 52,000 people there with no negativity in the stadium. There's no Steve Bruce, no Stephen Clements, no Steve Agnew. Eddie Howe and his team will be in charge, so it'll be perfect positivity all around. I'll see us going at them for 90 minutes and giving them a good old-fashioned Toonami hiding 4-0.
Okay.
Wow, I'd be happy with that.
Wow, hope you're right. But I take any win. Just take any win. Come to man's a minute. I'm going to go with Ryan.
I'm going to go 3-0.
3-0?
I think it'll be Callum Wilson twice, and then Alan St. Maximin will score.
Yeah. He's up for this guy. You've in this were demoted. Yes, we're back in 2006-7 for corruption as well. You're right. And they were the other one. Fiorentina, Genoa, Napoli as well. Jesus, and I've got 2-0 for Chills as well. Go on in, Dublin Magpie. What's going to happen? How do you think? What's the else going to get?
I think we're going. I don't think we're going to iron out all our faults in the 2 weeks of training that we had, because we had a lot of faults. But I do think it's going to be 3-1 as well.
Hendrick hat trick.
Sorry,
Hendrick hat trick. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah. I honestly, I think it's all starting to fall together. Like, all the pieces are starting to fall into place, and I think if the lads have any energy left after these 2 weeks of training, I think it's going to be 3-1. But I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to say 3-1 as well to Newcastle, and we're going to get our first win of the season. I think Ryan's just gone, by the way. And the thing is, so in my opinion, I think they get 3-1. You said about players in 2 weeks training. What I will say is, again, a lot of people seeing us, is anyhow overtraining these sort of players. I don't think he is. He's getting them fit how they should be, right? They haven't been 100% fit on Steve Bruce. They look knackered after 60 minutes. Yeah? They only train 3 times a week. But Eddie Howe comes in and he's got them in training every single day. He's got this bleep as well, bleep training as well, bleep results as well. And I hope those players now, when they get the training for Eddie Howe, they're going to be happy, they're going to be exciting, and they're going to go on that pitch and impress my manager. And I hope.
Sorry, John. Did you see the pictures of them on the training ground with all big smiles on their faces?
Yes.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Huge difference.
We got to remember, Graham Jones had 2 weeks beforehand where they had him in training every day. So they've had 4 weeks of solid day-to-day training. That's virtually a pre-season. I think they're going to be fit as fiddles on Saturday. I really do.
And you saw at the second half against Brighton that there was a lot more fight in the team, and they wasn't as tired as what they were. So it is showing something that the more days training that they're getting, it's making them more fitter.
Yeah, man. Totally agree. That's all it is. I mean, this should have been happening right in the summer. I mean, Steve Bruce, Malcolm McDonald's made a good point on NUFC Matters last week. Malcolm McDonald's come out and said Steve Bruce is turning our team and the players into part-time. That's why.
Yeah, negligence. Total negligence.
Totally agree. So he can spend 3 days off in Cheshire. Do you know what I mean? Eddie Howe is coming and he's going to move his family up to Newcastle straight away, right? That's exactly what he's going to do. And I'm sure that's exactly what he'll be doing, right? Steve Bruce has done that. He's in Cheshire part of the time. And the players are so hacked off because he's in Cheshire, but he should be up in Newcastle and treat them every single day. Now the players are laughing at him because the players don't care about him. Bruce doesn't care about that, really. So Eddie Howe's gone in, and he has sorted these guys out. And that's why they're going to win 3-1. And obviously, I'm not going to be there on Saturday. But let's hope that they're putting a fantastic performance. And I'll probably get tweets all over the shop, by the way. So, yeah.
You will, yeah. They'll say you were jinx.
Yeah, they probably would.
Well, if you're not going to be there, John, where will you be? if you're not going to be at the game, where will you be?
I'll be in Italy, mate. I'll be going to Italy for
Well, yeah, this is news to me. I mean, come on.
There you go.
You'll be roaming about there, will you?
Well, listen, I'm going to be doing things, that sort of thing. I'll do the Lazio Juve game, and there should be a cracking game between those two. Juve's having a good time to see the Lazio need to start putting pressure on the top 6. They can do that, great. And yeah, they mentioned it. Thanks, Anthony. Jordan Hatlick. Jordan, no, I haven't mentioned him. John, go and get Tina Spieler shot and go and wash him out in Parma. They're not doing well in Serie B. They're mid-table this season.
Good side in the day, weren't they? Good side in the 90s.
They were in the day. Yeah, side in the day. But at the end of the day, they're not doing so well, and despite spending lots of money. And Buffon, by the way, he's 44 years old, and he still plays in goal. So, yeah. I'm most excited to see how they line up. He's going to play 4-4-2, 2-2 John, thank you, Carl. 2-1 Arsenal for Anthony, and Sean says Wilson's had injuries in training this week. I didn't know.
Yeah, but he got given a couple of days off. But Hal knows exactly how to treat Wilson because he's worked with him for so long. He knows about his injuries. So I think Wilson had some muscle strain, something to do with his muscles, and Hal just said, right, you got to give you a couple of days off just to rest him and come straight back into training. He knows how to look after his players, not play injured players like Bruce did.
Exactly. Yep. Totally agree. And I got some great show. Thanks, Jules. Feelings in Newcastle. Wilson, BS will score his first goal of the season. Bruce said for 2 years he couldn't change Rafa's system. I guarantee Howell has done it in 2 weeks.
Yes, definitely.
Wow. Gas for the Benfica game, but the closer it gets, the more nervous it's got to get. You actually point here and by the way. Don't take care, John. You as well, mate. I see us on Paul Cello. Unfortunately, Paul will not be doing the challenge tonight. It's Kubo Snap, so it's had to be some another time. And 1-2 Newcastle and Thomas. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. And, so always is going to say he's going to win on Saturday. I hope we do. And I haven't asked for the formation. So before I let you go, give us a formation. Start with you, Jason.
Formation. Ideally, I want to see a 4-3-3, but I reckon Hal might go maybe a 4. I'll say a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-2-1.
Yeah. Fantastic. 4-3-2. I don't think he will, but you never know. Really.
I think he'll play 4-4-1-1. He probably would have played 4-4-2. But he hasn't. I don't think he'll trust Gale as a second striker, so I think he'll play Almore and possibly Joe Linton in behind Wilson and go 4-4-1-1.
Yeah, and Dublin.
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. Fair enough. I think he's going to play a 4-4 second striker and a centre forward 4-4-1-1 for me, and that's how Eddie likes his style of play. But I've got these comments before I go. Newcastle have to win. Can win and score good. Invasion Modern can change the system, play fun games. Okay, cool. 2-0 to 2. That's Kieran Gray Stream. Thanks, Benny. Breaking me. I'm off to Italy on scouting mission. Yes. Cool. 4-4-1-1. And so what pulls that Doctor's Hero, so the current system, students and John Sick is scouting to say after Newcastle. I'll do well, you know. I'll probably do well. 10-0. Did the guy in the bottom left defeat Smug?
Smug.
Thanks anyway. Did post that £6.10. Brilliant. Listen, I want to say to people watching live at the minute, but not for long because I'm going to wrap up this channel because I've got things on. But so before you go, guys, I'd like to say please do smash the likes up. And Jason, where do you find you, mate, on your channel?
Well, it was there. Keeping it to YT. That's my channel name. I've been quiet last week because of all the internationals. I don't really cover the internationals. It just bores the hell out of me. I'm just waiting for the season to start. Tomorrow I'll be bringing out my preview video, and then I'll do my live after show after the game. And then next week I'll be doing the live watch along for the Arsenal game. But there, subscribe.
Nice. Billy?
Yeah, World of Sport TV for me. Loads of sports stuff on there, and some new shows coming, as you well know, John, and maybe some new old shows coming as well.
Nice one. And are you still going to do the Ashes as well next month?
Yeah, all things being well, yeah. Probably for the first day when Australia are 400 without loss and England are all out for 80.
You're still going to do it. You're still going to do it when it comes to that.
Yeah, if it comes to that, that'll be the end of it, I think.
That'll depend if Bruce is spotted in the stands again.
Yeah. There'll be no bad lot stop play with his teeth flying around, will there?
God, no.
Who needs floodlights? Who needs floodlights when you just got to ask him to smile?
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And what about you, Dublin? Where do you find? Did you find you on Twitter, or did you go on?
Yeah, just at Double Magpie 87.
Yep, that is fine. That's cool. And everyone knows where to find this sort of thing. There's no introduction there. John NFC 42. And do look us up for that to do follow and subscribe as well. I've got a couple more before I go. Like, subscribe. Thank you very much indeed. Morgan, my guy. Thanks very much. Great stream, lads, for 10 min. Obviously, take everyone like and sub. Kieran, my guy. Thanks a lot. Yes, I appreciate that. Newcastle, welcome home to Surveyor. And by Ivan Tony. Yeah. Sounds. John Scouse, Daffy just sent on for return for Newcastle. I wouldn't have him back personally. Let's just have 6 points, take it off them. Yes, Ian, we know about that as well. But guys, did you enjoy coming on the show?
As always.
That was great.
As always. Terrible.
So we'll be fans for next week, so I'll be aware, but definitely back in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, yeah? Where are you going?
On the postcard, please view us, and then get back to Jason as well. Listen, guys, you've been a fantastic blast, guys, and thanks for having us. Thanks so much for coming on, and you have a fantastic evening.
Bother.
And I'll see you guys